how surprised were you with last night's outcome?
I picked the Chargers because I do hate the Eagles. So let's just get that out there.
I think we know that.
But given the way the game unfolded, I will be the first to admit I was pleasantly shocked by the outcome. The Eagles' defense played great, no surprise there. 7 sacks. They held Chargers offense to 275 total yards in 4 quarters and the overtime drive. But if you'd given me 10,000 reasons yesterday that the Eagles would lose that game, for me, number 10,000 would have been that Jalen Hurts turns it over 5 times, that Jalen Hurts threw 4 interceptions after he had thrown 2 in the first 12 games of this season. 2 in 12, and all of a sudden, he goes haywire. Got a little help from his good friend, A.J. Brown. Obviously, that one you got to give to A.J. off his hands. But given the fact that Jalen had already thrown 3 interceptions, I just thought in overtime, once the Chargers got 3, I just said, that's it, get it over with Jalen, because that's when he's usually at his greatest. And he has been big-time clutch again and again and again. And even in overtime, we get to 3rd and 16 at their 25, and he throws an absolute rocket to Devonta Smith. It was the throw of the night to me. It just took my breath away. My heart fell, and I said, just get it over with. Just go down and score. And it still gets to 3rd and 4 at the 41, and once again, he goes to A.J. deep. And I thought it was pass interference because I thought Dante Jackson grabbed his left arm. It just held his left arm, restricted him, and so he tries to kind of one-handed. He didn't make much of an effort for it.
You don't put
but
that
it was
on
extremely catchable to me. I would have thrown the flag, whatever. That would have been game over right there because that sets up a touchdown. But even so, Jalen had already thrown 3 interceptions, and they get to 1st and 10 at the 17. What was the narrative of, just a couple of weeks ago? Remember the inside story? I thought A.J. probably contributed to it, but about how Jalen, he's too careful this year, not trying anything. Will take no chances, nothing into tight windows. Well, this was the complete opposite because he's going tight windows all night. And he goes tight windows one more time, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. The ball, the corner comes off, obviously, and tips it up. Safety picks it, Tony Jefferson, University of Oklahoma. And that was the most shocked I've been all season by any play, the outcome of that play, because it took me about 5 seconds to process, wait a second, they just won the game? Yes, they just won the game because he threw his 4th interception after he'd thrown 2 in the first 12 games. And yet, just to sum this up, Jalen Hurts actually made a lot of good throws in this game. The very first throw of the game, he goes deep to A.J., and it's just right there. I mean, it's just you just have to catch it. And then with 2:27 left in regulation, Jalen threw him another ball in the end zone that was just, I don't know, it's just right there. And A.J. still got his numbers for the game. He still, wound up with his 100 yards for the game. But there are 3 balls that I just detailed that you just have to catch. And if you catch any of those 3, we're probably not having this conversation. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can't turn the ball over 5 times, 2-on-1 play. That's tough. The last play of the game is what I have a real problem with from a play calling standpoint.
Okay.
You can't run an RPO, leave the end unblocked,
and
then ask
by the way,
Jalen
that
Hurts,
was Khalil Mack.
ask Hurts to read the corner on a high-low flat corner combination. Right? It's not sound at all. Had he caught the ball, the referees very easily could have thrown a legal man downfield. The guard and the center were working their combo block up to the mic. I mean, my God. That's a tough ask. Okay, read the end, and then coming out, we're going to have a high-low beater on the corner with an unblocked defensive end, which is Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
Okay, interception. Not a very sound play, especially on 1st down. The other play, I think the one to A.J. Brown, which was high, I think he was late. That window, when you're throwing a little glance route, you don't want to throw that ball and let him get to the backside linebacker.
Yeah.
He could have gone up and got it. The one to Devonta, he fell down coming out of his cut.
Yep.
A good play by the corner, didn't even back up, man. That was disrespectful to Devonta. He was waiting on that, man. Yeah. There was a tell right there for that corner. Something, yeah.
And then the other one was the zone blitz, right?
The first one was the zone blitz. Yeah. You got to see the poppers as a quarterback, man. If you're going to throw an option route to A.J. Brown and they're lining up a blitz, you got to feel those guys dropping out. You got to see it. That was terrible by Hurts. But you still have to be optimistic if you're an Eagle fan. You're not very happy about the way the offense is produced. They're not really good at running the football, although Saquon finally got loose. And right now, there's not a lot of confidence and a lot of zip as far as their passing game is concerned. There's not a lot of confidence going on right now with the quarterback, the receivers, but they have the talent to do it. They also have the talent on defense to shut people down. So, despite the fact, after 13 games or however many they played, it has been not very good offensively. They're still in the lead in the division by a game and a half, right? And they still have the whole season waiting for them. And the fourth quarter of the season is right here, right now. I mean, they can still turn it on because they play great defense. That secondary is very, very good. I mean, Cooper DeJean was McConkey had one catch. One. Right? That's pretty damn good. And they shut down. If it wasn't for Herbert's ability to scramble, I don't know if the Chargers score. You know, so in a way, you're like disappointed in Philadelphia, but in another way, you're still optimistic because they have the talent defensively. Offensively, they have the star power to turn it on a given week or a given 4, 5, 6 game stretch.
I like it. I wasn't too surprised, though. Them two good football teams. You take your ass from Philly to Cali. That's probably going to make me pick the Eagles and like the Eagles anyway. But you come out that game with 4 picks, man. Thought 2 of them was on Jalen. He fell down on one of them. AJ could have caught high, low. You going to get on Instagram, socials, and talk about you want the ball. That means I want the high balls. I want the low balls, the deep ones, the underthrown, the overthrown.
Agreed.
I want all of them. So don't drop a ball over the middle if you asking for it. So I don't put that one on Jalen either. You know what I'm saying? 2 of them was on Jalen. You come out with 4 interceptions, you're not going to win that game. But a little bit of the blame on Jalen. Of course, he the quarterback. He gotta take the brunt of it. But, man, like you said, Skip, if AJ catch one of the 2 late ones, then shit, coach not talking about the offense. Now it look like it's an explosive offense. They hit something downfield. They win on the fourth quarter game-winning drive. It's just a totally different ball game if he catch one of those money balls. And like you said, I thought it was PI too. The DB didn't look back. He had it whole right arm in his hand. He tried to catch it with one hand. That's PI, bro. The shit that I've been seeing this year, that's PI. It's an easy PI. So, man, I wasn't too surprised, man. We gonna get to the Chargers here in a minute, but the Chargers are a damn good football team.
I mean, I thought the Chargers would win. I wasn't surprised at all. But in the manner in which they won, kind of shook me. Because I thought they would win by running the ball. And the Eagles, and they held strong up front, man. That D-line and them linebackers, they was flying around. The secondary was playing surprisingly tight coverage, all game long. And Herbert, man, he was getting hit. I thought it was any moment he was going to go out that game with that hand because it was dangling like a little mannequin hand.
He's stiff-arming and bracing.
Man, he was doing a lot. That
type of plate he got in his arm.
Man, he got that plate in there.
God damn.
But, yeah, man, Jalen Hurts, even with the 4 picks, they asked him to do more than he's ever been doing in their victories. Like, when have you asked him to really drop back and throw the ball 40 times?
Versus the Rams.
Like, what happened in that game? They should have lost that game.
They stormed that game, and they won that game.
Yeah, but because of a blocked field goal that got ran back, because the Rams was about to kick a field goal to win the game. So that goes back to the defense again. Defense wins championships. And for the Eagles, they haven't been able to run the ball all year long. And against the Chargers, I thought they would have some success, at least a little bit, but they had none at all. Saquon either can't find the lane or he's just not willing to hit the hole like he needs to. Like, you see these backs around the leagues with teams that are running physical brand of football, whether it's the Bears or the Packers. When it's nothing there, them running backs is hitting that hole regardless. And you just don't see that from Saquon. And as far as the big plays and the picks, I don't think it was pass interference because I think the corner did a great job of getting his head back. And that, they were hand fighting, but I've seen way worse calls that didn't get called. For one, the call against T. Higgins in the Bills game when the guy had him and he still caught the ball. They didn't call that PI.
They didn't, but that's the same thing he just did last night. That was PI, and that one was PI.
Well, they ain't calling it. Well, I think that was different because he had one hand, they hand fighting, he looking back for the ball. You had one hand available to make the catch. You didn't put as much effort as you need to do to catch the ball. So like you said, A.J. Brown, you talking about all these catches. You get your 100 yards and you silent, but it's in the L most of the time.
Yeah.
It's 2 and 4, 1 and 4 when he got 100 yards and they lose the game.
Yeah, he is. By the way, A.J. Brown is the most productive receiver in the NFL over the last 3 games.
He's been going crazy.
Most catches, most yards. third most targets in the NFL, most targets by far
You're
on the
going away
Eagles.
from your bread and butter.
So you're forcing the ball to AJ, and you've lost 3 straight games.
I mean, Saquon had 120
He had his
yards
best
rushing
rushing,
last night.
but the one was on the toss where they hurried up.
That
He
was
got
50
off of that.
But he still had a 10-yarder here. He started the game with a
He had
10-yarder
first
here.
down.
He had a
Yeah.
19 early.
That's what I'm saying.
But he had his most carries as well too. They gave him
Okay,
20-something
but wait
carries.
a second. The 52-yarder's a trick play to me
Pretty
because you're
much.
going to tush push on 3rd and
Pretty
1 and
much
you toss
everybody was in the middle.
right.
Shit count too.
It do
Okay,
count.
well it does, but you got him loose. If he
Then on the last play, Coach talking about the last play, however they designed it might have been a bad design. But the Dotson, bro, you running a flat-ass corner route, like you got to go to the corner of the end zone, bro. This is not a 5. This is a 7.
I thought that was a simple ass concept for the game on the line.
I mean, but if he goes 7,
high-low,
if he
a
high-low,
7
you
stick.
can't high-low corner
Come
with a guy
on, bro.
12
That's
yards
all
and
you
5
got.
yeah, you
Never
high,
play
you
the
high
ball.
low,
Come on,
bro. You
bro,
high low on
like-
the guy one.
There's no high.
It's
You got
so high.
They fucking 7 yards apart. If he go high, then Jalen might throw
They
him high.
ran into
It
the
might be a
boundary too,
touchdown.
though.
But
You feel me? Like, it was just
they doing it to the boundary, I think, because they're not blocking in. It's gonna happen quick anyway. If I pull it, it's gonna happen quick anyway. But bro, Dotson, like, bro, that's why you Dotson.
That's
Like,
why
go
you're
to the
Dotson.
fucking
That is
corner.
right.
You running.
Agreed.
You 7 yards away from the
Ran to
flat
the
route.
front
Like,
pylon.
y'all right here and right here. Like, bro, go high. Then you will give him a better angle at the throw. So that's on Jalen. But then again, I'm like, bro, that ain't even on Jalen, bro.
Hand it off.
Yeah.
It
Just
was
hand
a
it
lot,
off.
man.
Just hand it off.
I think this
Okay.
Kevin Patullo guy,
So,
man,
so
he's
it's
doing anything.
1st and 10 at the 17. To your point about the play call, and you roll Jalen into an unblocked Khalil Mack.
He had the option to hand it off, though. He should have handed it off.
Okay, he should have handed it. But I just think he's to the point where he's getting a little desperate. Like, I'm going to do this. Because we're not going to lose a 3rd straight game. I'm going to make a play because he's made a lot of late plays for this team.
For sure.
I'm going to do this. And Khalil Mack comes and hits him in the face. I mean, there was contact. Like he's having to throw it through Khalil Mack on a high-low concept where Cam Hart's going to get his hand on the ball, and he did.
Yeah, had a game too.
He did. He had a big game. He was everywhere.
I just don't like asking my quarterback to throw a high-low concept on a corner when the corner's short and the end's unblocked. It's not a very fair play to ask.
It's not fair.
You're drawing it up on a chalkboard.
a
Hey, I got a
weird-
great
it's a
idea.
weird
I'm
play.
going to run this high-low on the corner,
Yeah.
but we're not going to block Khalil Mack. You're going to roll out and get hit in the face.
Okay, and plus, you're 1st and 10 at their 17, so the game can continue if you screw up
That's
here.
why I
If
think you should hand it
right?
off. 1st and 10.
Okay, right.
3rd and 4, maybe take your 4th and
Yeah,
4
okay,
for sure.
all right.
Yeah. But
Well,
1st and 10, there's still 3 minutes to go in overtime.
Yeah.
Win
You
the
got your
touchdown,
quarterback
the game's
pushing,
over.
man. You got your quarterback. Just
And I
forcing it.
think if you'd have went to the corner, it would have been an easy touchdown. Jefferson is 2 yards roasted, eyes on the run game. He came down like this, guy ran by. Like, bro, take your ass to the corner. And it's a not he the hero, touchdown.
Okay, but it's
But the longer the ball would have been in the air,
More
those
make
linemen were downfield. The referee.
Well, yeah, they might have threw a flag if they ain't throw a flag. He threw the ball and they didn't throw a flag. Take your ass to the corner,
Jalen
bro.
Hurts is who he's been and who he is. He ain't the 1st-round quarterback. He's not the guy that's gonna come in and save your franchise by
What?
dropping.
Why
I don't
ain't he?
know.
Why is he not though? How is
My
he
God.
I
not?
don't know. You have
What?
so many
What are we
people
watching here,
arguing
Mug?
he's top 5 all the
he's
time.
been
He
to the
does what
chip.
he does. He doesn't
He's
turn the
won a
ball
chip.
over. He
He's
doesn't turn
won-
the ball over, and that's why you have success. You get him in there panicking, trying to make plays. He's
What he
not
doing the
supposed to be
chip?
making.
God,
He
he
didn't
was
do
great.
no game managing versus the Chiefs in the chip.
Man, because they was butt
but
naked
they had-
hurt. The whole
and they
defense was
also had
hurt. It was
Saquon
easy to do
Barkley.
that against the Chiefs. They was doing, and
Yeah,
they
we
was
talking
running
about
the
in the
ball.
Super Bowl,
when
bro.
when
But
you're
make
running
it
the
hurt.
ball,
Their
it
secret
makes
was always
it easy
running
on
the
Hurts.
ball.
That's what he's been for 2 years.
okay, but TJ, he outplayed Mahomes in both Super Bowls. Go look at
Were
the
they
He
not
went
numbers.
running
crazy.
the
In the
ball?
first Super Bowl, he went crazy.
But were they not running the ball?
Back and forth with Mahomes.
Were they not running the ball?
We watching 2 different Eagles teams, bud.
Lee, would you put Jalen Hurts top 5 or top 10 quarterbacks in the league?
Right now, shit, top 5. He probably
Top
fifth.
5.
What do you always talk about? Winnability? God,
Yeah,
that's
like, bro,
high
he-
winnability.
that's all he
We
do is
see
win.
Where do you
Jalen
put him?
Hurts in competitive games drop back and throw the ball and win for the Eagles. If
Yes.
he's doing that, it's been blowouts where he's get comfortable, they're running the ball, and in them type of situations. It's never been an OT situation where he got, okay, we'll drop back, make
Yes,
these
it
throws.
has.
Win.
Bro,
He's done a bunch of those.
Win.
that's Kenzie's job or
Yeah, all right.
whoever wanted to do the
I ain't
research.
seen it.
We
I
can
ain't
pull
seen
him,
it.
but he's done that plenty
I
of times.
haven't seen it. I've seen him manage and not turn the ball over. And he had 5 turnovers because they making him force into something that he's not. That's what I saw.
He had 5 turnovers because Devonta fell down. He dropped one. Dotson ran a 5 instead of a 7. And like, bro, it's.
Where would you rank Jalen Hurts as a quarterback right now in the
He
league?
top 10.
Top 10?
Okay.
For sure, he top 10.
But you're not gonna- yeah,
my
okay.
thing, I'm not saying he's not a good quarterback, but you don't make a quarterback do something that he doesn't do and hasn't done for 2 years.
That's part of the
Well, but
reason why the elimination of Saquon in a lot of these games. Saquon's had his worst year. He's only averaged 3.5 yards a carry, whatever it is. He had 1 hit on the fluke, but for the most part, teams have stopped him.
Yeah.
Lane Johnson being out, Dickerson being hurt a little bit.
Yeah, he was.
Juergens being hurt a little bit. And teams have schemed up the way to stop that mid zone and that outside, or that, so it's been a struggle. So now the pressure's been on Jalen. So now you say, well, if we're going to hand the ball off on 1st, 2nd down, now we're going to be 3rd and 8. That's what we do not want.
Do not.
Yeah.
Hell to the hell no. Not many quarterbacks do. So now let's be a little bit more aggressive on 1st and 2nd down. And now we're seeing a couple more mistakes or a couple more malfunctions by the passing game. This new coordinator, whatever it is, the route distribution is struggling a little bit. But still, even when we're saying all that, I mean, they're still probably
Bro, they lost in
number 2 or 3 favorite to win.
Yeah.
They went
Still 1 or 2
quarter-
favorite to win the NFC.
Exactly.
After the ball 5 times,
Hurt
they
top 5
still
pick. His run
made it to
game wasn't
overtime.
working. He
Exactly.
was struggling his ass off.
He
That
was.
pocket was getting pushed.
Horrific.
You would thought he was a 4th round pick.
And maybe he should have been.
I don't know.
Well, let's talk
Broken
about
damn
the
hand
season.
and rushed for about
Yeah,
80
you know what
yards.
I'm saying? It's just shit. You still need a team. You still need a team, man.
Well, in 2023, Skip, you know this real
Do
well
I?
because the Eagles lost 5 of their 6 games,
Yep.
and then you guys won the NFC East. And
They
so,
went to Tampa and played a playoff game and just got blown away by Baker and company. It was 32-9 at Tampa. That's how
you're
that
probably
ended.
you threw a party after.
I did.
Yeah.
What the Cowboys did.
I don't want to talk
Lost at
about
home.
it. That was the Green Bay
Oh,
nightmare.
that was the Green Bay
Yeah.
one. Okay.
But they're kind of have a little. The Eagles now they're falling apart in the end, right?
Yeah.
So they just lost their last 3. What do they need to do to turn it around, Jay?
Well, they got to play obviously better on offense. I think defensively they struggled a couple weeks ago, stop and run, which was unheard of. I never thought I'd see that with those big tackles in there. But just get on the same page, have some continuity, have some fun, break out of the huddle with some pizzazz,
Yeah.
confidence. They
Yeah.
always look like they're walking around and woe is me type mentality when they're. Damn, make every play the best play, execute the plays. Protect the football, play great defense, and they'll be fine. These guys are a well-coached football team. Offensive coordinator, we have some questions. This is his 1st year. He might get better.
But maybe they just don't have the connection in the locker room. I think that's what they're
I
missing.
think defensively, it looks like they play together. They play hard, right? It looks like defensively they look pretty good. Offensively, there's a little disconnect.
It looked like it's just a Super Bowl hangover.
When you talk to the
Super Bowl
quarterback, you're
hangover.
not taking any chances with the ball. Throw the ball in the tight windows. Now he does it. He throws 4 picks. Now I'm worried about is Hurts going to have a little bit more indecision? Is he going to be more protective? Is he going to hold on to the ball longer and make sure everybody's wide open before he throws it instead of anticipating windows, which you have to do as a quarterback? So now you got to, okay, if he's not wide open, he ain't throwing it. You know what I mean? This guy fell down. He didn't even go for it. I'm going to run for the 1st down. So that's the only issue they have moving forward. Is he going to have the confidence to let it fly? If he does, give Devonta and AJ and Goddard, Saquon out of the backfield. They can beat anybody in the
He
league.
made some nice timing throws.
Oh, man,
But the forcing it into small windows is what everybody was getting on him for not doing.
That's
And
correct.
he does it,
And they were winning, and
and
we
it gets
kept
picked
complaining
off for
about
whatever
it.
reason. Receiver dropped and the receiver effort. So just go back to what you was doing before. The defense is playing nice. Now everything feeds off of defensive energy.
the first one, there was no window. That window was shut.
But the beginning of the season,
He popped out.
That window.
but the beginning of the season when they were doing that, we all still would sit on the couch and talk about the problem in their offense.
Not
and they
me.
need to make
Yeah, I
some
was
changes.
gonna say I
Not
didn't
me.
say shit.
I damn sure ain't saying nothing about them dubs.
True.
The Dubs is a dub
We were.
because people like to see a certain fashion of
And
presentation.
A.J. Brown was.
When you're the quarterback, man, I think Hurts will come to it. I mean, he's been to one Super Bowl. He'll be fine. I think he's going to come, hey, man, this is my team. I'm going to do it the way I want.
Exactly.
I want to throw it to A.J., I'll throw it to A.J. I don't give a damn if he bitches or not. If Devontae's open, I'll give. If he's not, I'm going to make my decisions my way and run the team like I see fit because I have the ball in my hand.
It's gonna be
and I get to
my
do what I
told
want.
souls. I told
If I want to run for the
Hey.
first
Look what
down,
happened.
I'm going to run for the first down. If I see A.J. wide open, I see a running lane, I take the running lane. Sorry, fella. First down.
Man, you just can't count the Eagles out, man.
No,
Even
hell
in the
no,
games
hell
they
no.
lose, they do something good as hell in that game.
Yeah.
Like just this past, they played defense good as hell in this past game.
did.
So
And they stayed in it.
just with the guys they got, the weapons they got, they pedigree, man. When they play, whoever they play first round of playoffs, I'm probably gonna pick the Eagles. Like, it is what it is. If they win that game and they play somebody next, I'm probably gonna pick the Eagles again. Shit, they last 3 games of the season, I'm probably gonna pick the Eagles. Like, you just can't count them out. Look how they built.
And the schedule's pretty easy. They got the Raiders, Commanders, Bills, Commanders. Only hard game, the Bills.
Right there.
Exactly.
That's
I'm gonna pick when they play the Bills, I'm gonna pick the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? So
Really?
Are you really?
For sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Eagles, man. They haven't played in a way for me to say I'm off them. All right.
Yeah.
And
They're
they had
still a good
7
team.
Their
last
defense
night.
is
I'll
way better
take
than the
defense.
Bills.
Dude,
7 sacks.
They got a
Yeah,
Jordan
that's a good ass
Davidson
team,
was
bro.
looking like a monster.
That's
in the
without
middle.
that's without they starting free safety broke his shit. That's without their best player on their defense in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? They still come out 3 sacks, look like the best D in the league. Like I'm like,
Ball
bro,
was flying around.
like bro, they always do something top notch, even in their losses.
Just keep
By the way,
ball.
I got a dinner on Buffalo right now if you'll take it.
I take it head up, hey.
Thank you.
No spreads, no
Thank
nothing.
you. Buffalo, head up.
There we
Yeah,
go.
that's straight-
Eagles,
straight up.
That
Buffalo.
sounded good. What, those
Skip's
fried
going
crab claws
Bills.
or something?
Yeah, that pop those, you know what I'm saying?
Real
Them crab claws, sauteed.
charbroiled oyster.
Talking about those in the car on the way here.
Yeah, man.
All right, I'm obviously rooting my brains out, hoping against hope that this turns into 2023 again. They lose 5 of their last 6, and it has potential right now because that's a dangerous game at the place you used to coach. It's going to be Marcus Mariota, I assume, but we saw Marcus Mariota take your guys to the wire in overtime. So that's going to be very interesting because Washington plays Philly tough almost every time, no matter the circumstance. And as bad as Washington looked last week, and as much as it looked like they're home for the holidays, I'm going to give them a shot to win that game because I need 2 losses. I need that and at Buffalo.
We betting on that one too?
Nope. I'm
Okay.
betting on that one. I got Buffalo.
I don't like them that
for sure.
much.
I think Washington's lost the last 8 games by 20 or more points.
Okay, but not that one.
However-
not to Denver, right?
That was a while ago. Yeah.
Yeah, they do
Well,
play
it
the
wasn't
Eagles
that
well.
was- that was recent.
across the DC.
There's a lot of
Man,
pride in that locker room. They
Coach
will
gave
play
us
hard
10
against Philly.
straight
Yeah,
days
they'll
off,
play-
bro. We
they'll-
had our
they'll
feet
play
up.
hard.
100%.
Okay, so here's
We
what I
didn't game plan for them boys. We just
All right,
played.
here's what I just saw from Philadelphia. Remember, we came in and talked about it. They went up to Green Bay, and the defense just dominated a pretty good Green Bay offense.
Yep.
Maybe it's very good, right? It seemed like Tucker Kraft was still afloat at that point, but that was a 10-7 game. Then they go home, and they dominate Detroit's offense in Philadelphia, and that game winds up 16-9. So the offense is still struggling, but the defense is just suffocating, where you just can't move the ball against this defense. And then the offense goes to Dallas and just explodes in the first quarter. And I look up early second quarter, and it's 21-0. And Jalen Hurts was really good up to that moment. And by the way, I'm a big Jalen Hurts guy. I tweeted, you can go look it up. The moment he was stolen in the second round of the draft, I said he will change life in Philadelphia. Because I'm not a Carson Wentz guy, but he did, just on his leadership and his guts. And those guys like playing for him, and they've won a bunch of games with him. Okay, so then all of a sudden, it turns nightmare. From the second quarter on at Dallas, it just goes straight nightmare for them because they wind up giving up 473 yards to my offense at Dallas, and the final score is 24-21 Dallas. Greatest comeback I've ever seen from a Cowboy team. Then they go home and they play on that Friday after Thanksgiving. They play the Bears. They give up 281 rushing yards. What? 281 rushing yards at home to that team? Really? And then last night, the craziest thing in the world happens. Jalen Hurts turns it over 5 times, and it still goes to the last play of the game, and I still thought they were going to win, to your point.
Right.
They're just really – and by the way, I don't know if you think a little more of Cooper DeJean after last night, but he's pretty good.
I've always thought he
What
was
I say
good.
about Cooper?
Well, you said he's just a slot corner.
That was
He
me.
is.
Yeah, okay.
That was me too. I mean,
I
that
said that
was
too.
a good.
He's
but,
also 23
man,
years
I'm gonna
old.
keep it a buck. He
He's
played a
good.
good game, but
He
the
is.
Chargers receiver was running an initial route and just stopping. Like they didn't even have no extra movement on the scramble. Now it was a good play they highlighted when he ran, chased him across the field, knocked it down. But I mean, what more else did he do?
Pretty good.
I mean,
I think
he was on the
you get all
outside.
this love for one play.
He was
Tiger,
outside
they
corner when he
shit.
made those plays.
What you want me to
No,
do?
he's playing the slot.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I'm
quarterback.
saying.
Okay.
He did
Good
his
slot.
slot last
But
night,
little
too.
lad, he terrorizes everybody else. He couldn't get open last night.
I said he's a
Okay.
damn good slot corner. I said he's just.
Slot corners are important.
Hey,
He
very
is. I didn't say it wasn't. It's just a when you got to follow when you guard the Jamars and the Justin Jeffersons and the Pickens, you ain't gonna find them in the slot. You're gonna find them outside. I gotta worry about all that short shit,
All right.
and I gotta worry about this deep shit. So
Would
know,
you put him in the Pro Bowl?
Hell yeah,
Okay. All right.
in the slot.
Okay, in the
In the
slot.
slot.
All right,
He just
that's
started
fair.
Where he
slot in the Pro
belongs.
Bowl, NFC, right now.
Okay. All right. So here's the point about the Eagles, and we brought it up before, and I'm going to bring it up again. There's just something not right between AJ and Jalen, and it goes back. They had an off-the-field big incident in 2023 that led to their demise, and it seems like they never got vibe back. You know, where they got connection, where they got trust, where they're rooting for each other. I don't know. There are just plays last night when AJ he is like George Pickens at Detroit, where he's just not completely into it all the time.
I don't get
Well,
that. I
well,
can't understand.
How
this.
do you
It's-
miss
Skip? It
balls
ain't, I don't
like
give a fuck
that?
how much me and TJ are beefing.
Yeah.
It's still my product that I put on the field. It's not like, well, shit, I'm gonna just jam. I'm gonna go score on TJ. I don't care. Like, well, it don't work like that, Skip. It don't matter what him and Jalen got going off the field. When he throw the ball, he gonna try his best to catch that damn ball. He ain't just gonna, I don't give a fuck about this ball. Like, it no matter what it looked like on tape.
Okay, there were
that's
two
not
deep
how
balls
it's
last
happening.
night that you
He
just got to
dropped
catch
them.
if you're that guy.
Yeah, he dropped it.
Dropped
That don't mean he ain't give a fuck. That don't mean he was like, I don't fuck with him, so I'm just not gonna catch his ball. Like, bro,
One of them was a good play. He got his hand
It
in
don't
there and
happen
knocked
like
the
that. You
ball
know what I'm
out
saying?
in the
It
end
just don't
zone.
happen like that, Skip. That's all I'm saying. If he dropped it, he dropped it. If he catch him, he catch him. But it's not because of they not fucking with each other. Like,
Okay,
it just don't
something
happen
just
like
doesn't
that.
look right to me, and I'm with Coach. That they don't come out with body language where I say, that they did at Dallas in the first quarter. That looked real to me.
To me, their body language look like, yeah, we the champs. We just came off the chip.
Yeah.
It's like that big head, that cocky shit, and their defense don't really play like that. But it's a lot of new guys on that defense too. You know what I'm saying? So
It's the big head that you're on Twitter being a diva.
that's
complaining
what
for the
that's
ball,
what it, that's what
and
their
then it
offense
slaps
look like.
you in
Like,
the
man,
face. You have 4
we gonna
drops
get
in
it
a game.
together, y'all boys. It's just like that Super Bowl hangover, bro. That's how I look.
Although that's usually the losers' hangover more than the winners' hangover.
Now the winners get that mug.
The winners get that big head and cockiness too.
The beauty of it is they still have plenty of time to turn it up. And they got the players to do it. They got
Yeah.
the defense to do it.
They got the guys.
They got the star power.
Can't
I
doubt
mean,
the Eagles.
I just worry about their offensive line on the right side a little bit,
You
Okay,
don't like
so-
Fred
so-
over there?
no.
Yeah, Coach. what do you got? Okay, so they get a gimme. They get a get right game, right? They got the Raiders, and they're 11.5-point favorites at home Sunday, and then at Washington, at Buffalo, and Washington again back in Philadelphia. What do they finish? What's your gut on those 4 games?
I think
3?
that this team knows how to win big games down the stretch. I think they'll get 3 of them.
3?
I don't know
Is that
which
what you
3.
think?
I think
Well,
they're gonna
you got
win
4.
I think they're gonna win all 4. Going to the playoffs.
Raiders
in a 4-game
have
win streak.
absolutely shut it down. I mean, if they lose the Raiders, it'll be one of the greatest upsets in the history of football. I mean,
Yeah,
the Raiders
well,
are
that's
kicking
a
field goals at the buzzer
They are.
to lose by 7. I mean, who does that, by the way?
Exactly.
I mean, that is insane.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean,
But you
That's
guys,
crazy.
it's
Yeah, I mean
at the buzzer.
And they're getting delay of game penalties against the defense.
But you
Yeah.
think the Commanders are going to beat them?
I
hope.
need it.
He
I
hope.
wouldn't bet on
He
it.
hope.
I'll bet
Because in
on
the last
Buffalo.
2
I bet on Buffalo.
That's
Buffalo,
great.
okay.
They
'Cause in
play
the
them
last
twice.
2
They
years,
play them twice. I
they
think
beat them 4-1.
I think the Commanders get them. I think the
Do
Redskins
you?
get them.
You
Oh, you
do?
talked yourself into
I
it.
think they'll get them.
No,
don't think that.
Coach.
Okay,
right
well-
now they are getting hammered
Coach
right now.
talking
You know,
from his- with
you
his
know how
heart,
it is
too.
in the locker room. You have a couple bad games and everybody's on you, and,
Yeah.
and nobody thinks you can do shit.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
you got to walk out there, and all of a sudden you just
Yeah.
punch the other team in the mouth, have some confidence early,
Give it
finish the
Sunday,
game, and
man.
get the hell out of there with a
Divisional
victory.
game. I think they're gonna win 3. I'll give them 3.
Okay.
I think the Commanders may get them
One time?
one time. Just it being a divisional game, and teams want to be haters. They want to play spoiler and all that.
If they don't treat Jaden like a China doll and he's playing, damn right they can win.
I don't.
Nothing
I
about
mean,
it.
we're going to
Don't
get
say
into
nothing.
that.
I
But
like Mariota, man.
I like Mariota, too,
He come out doing his thing
Mariota
every
plays
time
well
he play,
against
man. He be doing his thing.
Yep.
man. So
in the last
I like
2 years,
Mariota.
the Eagles are 4-1 versus the Commanders. So the Commanders really got to
Okay.
show out. And they've had
They
Jaden
won.
Daniels. So
Shit, we talking about
Okay.
one game.
But
Who
wait a
won
second.
the playoff game last year? You remember?
Which playoff?
The Eagles in the
Oh,
NFC
it was
Championship game. The Eagles
it was a
won
wipe.
55 to
Hell out of
23.
Yeah,
they
beat the
did
hell
kick
out of them.
their ass.
Okay, but you
laid the
just
blue
Smacked
said,
them.
Jay, you just said you like the Commanders to win one of those games. If you're right about that,
He's also biased.
okay, no, he's not. I
You
don't think he's
love
biased.
you like the
It's a
Commanders.
division rival. You know, the whole thing about these division rivals, you throw the records out the window. I mean, these guys know each other. They play hard against each other. Always a big game.
Yeah.
Denver versus the Raiders. I mean,
Yeah,
Raiders
that's
maybe
true.
not, but
Yeah, Raiders too.
I mean, it didn't happen. We done lost
Raiders
the last
always-
season
we-
game
they
against
always
the
play us
Raiders.
tight.
Like, shit.
They
like
always
that.
play the Broncos good.
no matter when you play the Giants and what their record is, it's still going to be a tough win.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
Straight up.
Okay,
you're right
so,
about that.
so Dallas has Vikings at home on Sunday night. Then those Chargers we
All
just
goes
saw.
back to Cowboys.
Okay, it does. Well, that's what's about to happen.
Yep.
So Chargers at home, not easy, but do I think we? Yeah, I think we can win that. And then Cowboys have to go to Washington and go to the Giants. Not both of them dangerous. But if-
Vikings won 15
You
games
have-
last
you would
year,
have
and
to
they
win
got their
out.
defense
Yeah, we
intact.
would have to
You know?
win
Now,
out.
you can't sleep on the Vikings.
Don't sleep on the
man.
Vikings.
So
They
if
That
better-
you
Green
won
Bay
out,
game, they
and the
went to
Eagles
Green
won
Bay
too,
and
We-
was
we
really
won.
handing
You
them
win
the
the
blues for a
Okay,
little bit.
we
So,
should-
hey, I'm not
let's
counting
get
the
that
Vikings
out
out.
They got
Okay.
two pretty good
Okay.
receivers.
Yeah.
3.
Okay,
counting
so,
the Vikings. I
so
mean,
if,
they out of
if
total.
somehow the Eagles lose 2 of those games, if the Cowboys win out, then the Cowboys would finish 10-6-1 because of that Green Bay tie,
Ooh.
and Philly would finish 10-7, and we would win by half a game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very
All right.
possible.
Yeah, everything's possible. It's the NFL. You never know what's going
You
to
got a
happen.
little heartbeat. Skip, look at him. He's
at
excited
him.
right now.
I got a pulse.
Skip is going to get up another day.
So you're saying there's a chance. A little dumb and dumber.
Yeah, that was the upset of the year last night. That's what I thought, because, man.
Well, the boys do
Just
have
kidding.
the Eagles winning 3 more. So we'll see. The
Yeah.
chat says 50-50. The Eagles are going to turn it around. So the
Okay.
chat's kind of like unsure about them.
It's hard to bet against
50-50
them Eagles,
means
man.
2-2, Skip.
Mm.
2-2. That's what I got from it.
2-2.
But we got to talk about the other side of the ball last night because we got to talk about the Chargers because you know they were on top of the world.